hope it was worth it for you, because it was hilarious.
Oh, it was.
Aw, he killed me. I don't know how to fight in this game. Ah, what is your name? Oh God. It got me. It got me. It got me. Oh, no. That's terrible. Ah. For fucking Batman. We die again. So this is the game for me brought up, so I'm not gonna say it, but happy birthday. He's been my friend since kindergarten, people. My son's in kindergarten, so my son is the same age that I was when I made my first friend, and he's been my best friend through that entire freaking time. So CST, happy birthday. I hope you're having a good one, man. I hope you're enjoying it. You are, and feel free to Leroy Jenkins. We got ourselves a Sangel Wolf with a party of four. Thank you so much for raiding. I do appreciate you hopping in here. I hope you enjoyed that raid sound for you. Gonna hunt you. You're here too. Holy crap! We got family from the Shield Wall. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. I truly do appreciate it. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. That's not a good place to die. Oh, jeez. There's like 100 of them in there. Oh, oh no, 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 no!
Oh no no no!
They got me.
Alright, okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, oh God. The guy on the horse just decimated me. There we go.
And also, if you're new, if you are new,
Leroy Jenkins!
I almost sent a wolf just to be mean, but I'm glad I didn't.
That's the drink part.
Yeah. Oh no! No 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 no! No! Why? Why? I almost sent a wolf just to be mean, but I'm glad I didn't.
I did
Yeah. Oh no! No! Oh hi, Mark. No!
come to save you, Junior!
Why? Why? I didn't hit her!
Might help if I actually had my mic on. How's everybody
hi,
doing
Mark.
tonight? Welcome to Junior Gaming. I am Junior. This is Junior Gaming. What we do here is we hang out, we chat a bit, we play some chill games. Like tonight we're doing some Among Us. And we're also going to be doing a little bit of an open forum tonight, which is going to be absolutely awesome. Sarah Nell, how are you? Hello. Welcome, welcome. So for those of you who are part of the Discord, go ahead and hop in the general Discord channel. And that's how you'll be able to hear me. And that's how we can communicate during the game here. Hey, Wolf Guy, how you doing? There we go. Make sure everybody knows how to get there. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. The thingy in the background. What's the thingy in the background, Sally? Oh, the neon thingy. The sign. The Junior Gaming sign. Yes. My family got that for me for Father's Day. I absolutely love it. What we need to do, though, is make ourselves a drink. It's time for some rum and coke, my friends. Better than earlier, to be honest. I'm glad to hear you're doing better than earlier. It sounds like you were having a rough go at it, and now you're able to come here, hang out, and hopefully we can brighten your day a little bit. Yes, so pretty. Thank you. Don't mind the line down the middle. That would be the sun coming in through my front door.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. It's me, Wolf Guy, by the way.
Oh, Wolf Guy, nice to hear your voice. Nice to see you in the voice chat. Hey, Fiery Bliss, how's it going?
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Sarah Nell. How are you?
Hey, is my mic working good now?
Yeah, it's working very well. I won't feel like I need to donate to get you one this time.
What server are we playing on?
So, let me go ahead and I'm going to bring up the game on my stream here so that you guys can see the code. Feel free to join in. So, let me hit this quick. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and set this for Among Us and okay. There we go. Can you guys see the code on the bottom of the stream yet?
I can see it because there's ads playing.
Oh no!
Yeah, there's two ads back to back, so I'll see it in a second.
I sees it.
All right, you see it perfect. And I'll go ahead and put it in the general chat channel here too.
Okay.
That way you guys don't have to wait. So welcome everybody, welcome. I'm so happy so many people are joining in. This is going to be an awesome, awesome night, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh no.
Sally, are you going to join in? Hey Munson, how's it going?
Let me.
Making sure the telescope's camera is white field balanced.
Good.
What servers is it?
It should be North America, I believe.
Okay.
Let me double check. I don't
Why
remember how
Asia?
to.
What are you doing there? He's silly.
Oh, it said not existing. Oh, probably because I typed it in wrong. Yeah, I typed it.
Oh, okay. Let me know if you keep having. It's Asia?
I was in Asia. It's fine.
You were.
We're fine
okay. All right. Good. Good. Because last time I checked, I was still in Europe, but that's where I downloaded the game. So awesome. We got two more people here. Everybody else, feel free to hop in and join up.
It's ridiculous.
Angel Wolf, welcome, dude. Good to see you.
Do I have pants? I have pants.
I'm glad to hear so many people are doing well.
Oh, big shame on me. They went down.
So we need more than 3 players. We need more of you guys to join in and play on this server.
Yeah.
Might have to pass on joining. I have voice chat, but not join because my laptop decided to die. Oh no, Sally, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's hard.
You're always so fun on here, listening to your
I'm ready.
listening to you do your evil laugh. Did you like the cookie command, Sally? I need to know.
It is not coming. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come on, folks. We need more of you in here. Yes, I love it. I'm glad to hear that, Sally. That's awesome.
That's
So, the forum that we're doing tonight is trying to get to know the LGBT community a little bit better. Watu, what is up? Thanks again for the inactivity. Are you kidding me? Bah.
More humans.
That's what I get for taking too long to do something. All right, and what map do we want to play? The Skeld, Mira HQ, Polis, or the airship?
I like Polis just because I finally got used to it.
Okay, is that the ship? Or is that the Skeld? I think
I
this.
haven't played this game in a year.
Yeah, I think we'll start off on the Skeld. Just makes it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Are you guys doing with mode?
Doing it with what?
Mode on PC? On the PC one with mode or
No mods, just regular PC.
Okay, and it's okay. I see the code.
Oh,
is
don't worry
different.
about it, Watu. I'm just happy to see that you're here. That's awesome.
The code is different. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
code
able to
changed.
join.
Code changed. Here's the new code, everybody. Feel free to join in if you're on the chat, because it's no fun with only like 3 people.
Edit. Was there
All
was
right,
there
we got
unicorn?
you, Sarnell.
Still a unicorn. It's a good time.
I look very huggable today. Thank you. Really wanted to join this stream. Well, thank you, Watu. I appreciate
You?
that. Okay, so right now we've got 4
Bye.
of us. We'll give it like another couple minutes to see if anybody else wants to join. And otherwise, we'll just go ahead and get started.
Okay.
So I know Pride Queen on here is Wolf, right?
Yep.
All right, and then Sarnell, Fiery Bliss is Fiery Bliss. That all makes sense.
Yeah.
Am I even saying that right? Sarnell?
It's fine.
Yeah, but
Or Sarah Nell?
I'm here.
It's probably Sarah Nell, right?
Or doesn't matter.
Hey,
But it does matter.
Brother,
Kill my
you
bro,
should-
please.
Go.
Sangel wants you dead, Fiery Bliss.
Just Sarah is fine.
hey, Sanjal, just download it on my Xbox and you can play.
Oh, heck yeah, Sangel. Or actually, I think isn't your brother... Sangel is at his boyfriend's family's house, I think, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe. Sad. But it's free on Xbox, so next time
Is it?
download it on Xbox.
Awesome.
You,
Yeah,
if you're on
so
Windows, can you download it from there?
I say
From the Windows?
we've got
Windows
one
computer,
imposter
just
set. I think we'll play one with just the 4 of us and see if anybody else joins in
Yeah.
a little bit
Sounds good.
later. So, you guys good with that?
I'm fine with it.
All right. We'll go ahead and start.
So I guess Devin.
5 or more is recommended. Yeah, we'll play 4 and it's going to go quick, but it'll be okay.
Yep.
All right. So, I would
So-
recommend once it gets started, let's go
Not
ahead
to
and
watch
mute
your screen.
and don't watch my screen. All right, folks. I just muted on the All right, here we go. Let's start our tasks. And we'll see who kills who first. this is probably going to be a really quick game. Hey, Scatter, how are you doing, Jazz? I hope you're having a good evening. And you'll see that there's a lot of mods on here tonight, and that's because we are talking about something pretty sensitive, and the last thing we want is a hate raid or something coming through that could just be awful. So that's why there are so many. Oh, had a feeling that was going to happen. There's probably only like one person left alive. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a few more people playing, and that'll make this a lot better. Okay, finally a dead body reported. I'm the only dead one?
Where was the body?
Yeah, where's the body?
It was by the engines.
I'm just going to sit back and watch and see what happens.
I did medbay.
Pronounce
I
him.
saw Juna
Can't
there
stay
last.
long. I'm with my
doing a
boyfriend's
bed-based
family.
scan.
Heck yes, Angel.
Me, I was in the
And then I
security
left
watching
there
the
to
camera
do-
all the time.
But then I went to cafeteria to do my download.
Thank
Then I
you,
went to admin
Scatterbrain.
to
This
do
is my new
upload.
Wave
And I was
3.
on my way to electrical
And
to do my next task.
it's
when the
so
bug
much better than my old mic was, definitely. I actually use this for
Me, I
Just-
wasn't.
Swiped my
wasn't-
card, and then I was gonna refill the tanks.
I'm skipping based on how much time we have left.
Ah,
I'm just gonna skip.
the best USB mic. Definitely, definitely.
Again?
I love it.
It's hard to know.
I have the same mic. I love it. Heck yeah, Sally. So hopefully we can get a few more people playing, and that will make these games last a little bit longer. And then we're going to start the open forum where we can kind of talk to people, get to know a little bit more about the LGBTQ community. Oh, what just happened? It launched me out. Did you know that could happen? I'm in trouble now. I don't know if I can get back. Yeah, you can do tasks when you're dead, and I know I got yeeted. Where's Bouncer when you need him, right? Does it, Sally? Do you know how Bouncer's hand is doing? Is it any better? All right, so Fiery Bliss won it, which we all figured he would.
GG.
Good game, Fiery Bliss.
Speed points. That's fun.
I never expected that.
Let's get... Ah,
Oh, damn it, I got kicked out.
I'm waiting for host to start up again.
yeah.
All right, and let's see if we can get some more people in on here, because right now we've got 4. We'd like at least 5. Someone's got to do it till they find a replacement. Exactly. The ghosts, you die and you still had to work.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I know, Sarah, are you part of the LGBT community? I don't remember if I saw that or not.
No.
No, you're not. Okay, so, but I know that Wolf Guy is. And something I'd like to ask is, like, when did you realize that was your truth?
2020 in April.
2020 in April. And did it go well? Like, what were some of the hard parts about it? Like, was coming out very stressful for you?
I have not came out yet.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But it was just a hookup, I guess you can say. When I first started being a part of it.
Oh, okay. And are you are you worried about like any backlash or stuff, or because I think that this is a really important part of the journey for everybody is that first step.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever probably come out because of the reaction I'm hypothetically thinking will happen, which is not a positive reaction. So.
Oh, and Sandra Wolf just mentioned that he did his coming out in 1997, and
wow.
that it went well. So that is awesome to hear.
Congrats
Like,
to them.
especially in the 90s, it's surprising.
Ironically, I was born in 1999.
2001. So
after.
we're all good.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. But I always think that it's interesting. Like, is it from the family side
Right.
that you're concerned about?
Yeah. Mainly that, yeah.
Okay, like super religious family, or
More like they hate liars, and I've been.
You're gonna feel like you've been lying to them.
I've been lying about who I've been hanging out with, so not the great position to be in.
yeah, and Naiven. So, welcome, Naiven.
Hello.
Yay. And I'm streaming this too, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I might start a stream. I don't know.
I have at least 2 viewers in my one viewer because one is a bot viewer, but 1 viewer in my channel.
So something Sangel says to you, Wolf, is it's kind of funny. Sangel Wolf is talking to Wolf Guy, and but Sangel Wolf, he's the one who's been out since '97. And
right.
he's a good friend of the channel's, an amazing person, and he mentioned that you should assume who you are and be proud of it. So that's something that he's saying as a member of the community, somebody who has gone through it. And
true.
I mean, frankly, like there's the worry about
Well, here's the thing, though. I told my mother that I am what I am, and she doesn't believe me. She thinks it's just a joke. She's in denial.
Or that it's a phase.
Okay.
That's something that you hear a lot is people are like, oh, it's a phase.
Which is silly.
And Naiven, if you're in the chat, feel free to go to my Discord and go to the general voice chat, and you can join in the talk as well. And Fiery Bliss, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate it.
To the person, other Wolf, as well, I appreciate your input.
Yeah, and that's kind of what tonight's all about. It's for us. It's for those of us not in the community to learn, and maybe somebody who's in the community to learn from somebody else in the community as well.
And then to expand our French circle.
That too.
Exactly. I think it's a good way to really learn a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started on here.
Yeah, we don't want to get kicked again.
Okay. Naiven is Turkish, so probably wouldn't understand too much of what we're saying anyways. Probably actually speaks better English than most of us do, but let's go. Let's go ahead and start it up. So we're going to mute chat for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's normal, but you need to understand them too, but be proud. That is really good advice, Angel. That is awesome advice, because I think that that's one of those things that's really hard for people to really think about it that way. Yay! We completed a task. Hey, Gur, what's up? Welcome, welcome, my friend.
trying to keep an eye out for any dead bodies too. It's always hard when you're chatting and stuff as well. So far, I haven't found any dead bodies. I thought I would by now. Wolf didn't kill me, so that's good. Okay, so I don't think he's it. He's ran by me too many times. But where's everybody else? How many people are dead? That's the question I have. Okay, so he's in there. Oh, jeez. I can't report. Why can't I report? There we go. Haha.
Damn.
Damn, where's the body?
You know exactly where it is. Fiery killed him right as I ran by.
I went down direction to.
There we go. Haha.
My internet kicked out. My character. My
Murder.
internet crashed.
Oh no, you crashed. Oh no. That's how he won. No.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, it was kicked. Okay, I got you.
Oh, that's the worst.
That's
So
it.
unfortunate.
2 times I win. I'm the best.
Need to go. Hope you, hey, have a lot of fun at your boyfriend's family's, Sandra Wolf. I hope you have a good one. And so you know, Wolf guy, Sandra Wolf did mention it's normal to be worried, but you need to understand them too, like with the way that your parents kind of denied, but you should still be proud of it. And then he mentioned parents deny based on culture, news, and stereotypes. So
Definitely
it's
stereotypes.
not as easy sometimes, but no matter what, there's always friends and resources that help you out.
Yeah, true.
What's what
Just so I can follow them real quick if they comment again. I don't know if they will.
what's what a casual Sally is saying?
She's saying I think the biggest issue.
It's the code. I'm rejoining.
Oh, the code is.
In the Discord.
Also,
Never
the
mind.
thing
Yeah,
with schools talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
it is, I remember no one mentioned this to me, but for a Lit Circle book, I remember reading. I thought it was a lesbian love story, but I read it from a perspective of my perspective. It was first person, so but the main character was a male.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the book, they kiss, and I just remember sitting back. I was like 8, 9 at the time. I just remember sitting back and was like, "That's a thing." It was very interesting just realizing that could be a thing.
Yeah, I think
that
depending on like
likes to be
where you
that,
grew
so-
up and everything, it can be very surprising to learn, hey, this is actually something that happens. This is something that exists.
Great.
Yeah.
And ironically, Nexus is the one who introduced me to your Discord server
Oh, is he?
and to you in general. Yeah.
I grew up in an extremely religious and extremely conservative family with an uncle that no one spoke to because he is gay. It took a lot of self-exploration and education to unlearn the views I was taught growing up. I'm in constant contact with my uncle. My partner is pan. We're both poly. I'm a firm believer in forums like this so we can change so many things. Thank you so much. Oh, and hello, McKenna. Welcome, welcome. And Nexus, if you'd like to hop in, even if you're not going to play, I'd love to have you hop into the voice chat because I'd like to get a better understanding of what poly is. I think it's something that most people don't really understand.
Yeah,
And
to be honest, I don't even know what it is. I know it's like a sexuality, but I just don't know what it means.
yeah.
What I've heard it's from
I would appreciate if Nexus joins as well, because that way I get to hear them for the first time. Because we met on Twitch on Whispers in somebody else's chat.
My family is
And I added them on Discord earlier today. And I haven't called them yet or anything, or haven't asked yet to. So I would really appreciate if they do join though, if on their own time.
Yeah, definitely.
Really feels.
I'll hop in, but I may have to mute randomly because my kiddos are very. Oh, that's all right, Nexus. We appreciate just having you, and Barrage is here too.
Hey guys.
What's up, Barrage? How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, doing really well. You gonna join in the game too?
Better than a few hours ago. Let's put it that way.
I'm so happy that you're doing better than a few hours ago, because you were saying that you just had a really shitty week, and I'm so happy to hear that.
Well, yeah, it's because your community people also offered to help, so, and a lot of other people too today. So
I'm so glad to hear that, dude. And I know Barrage, I think you're poly as well. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So could you tell us a little bit what is poly?
That's quite a
question.
Yeah, it really is. So it's you romantically are engaged with more than one person, intimately, like having full blown like working relationships with more than one person.
I think it's impressive usually. I hear poly.
I mean, not poly. I meant pan.
Oh.
Wouldn't that also be pan though?
No.
No, because I think pan covers each sex, right?
Yeah, I believe that pansexual means that you don't necessarily go for like one
over the other.
Yeah, and you are able to, no matter what, as long as there's that strong connection there.
Right.
Mine is that I can have that meaningful connection with more than one person at the same time.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay.
And so I divvy out my time accordingly, and there's just a lot of trust, open communication, practicing safer sex, not just safe sex, but safer sex.
That makes sense.
So, for some people, that's like super uncomfortable because you're just like, well, when's the last time you've been tested? Blah, blah, blah. Do you have that paperwork? Because it's not just me, my health.
Right, yeah.
It's my other partner's health. And I have an obligation to them. And if you want to be involved with me and, cards are on the table, that shouldn't be a problem. Right.
Yeah.
And it's like
Barrage. I just sent you a Discord friend request, just so you know.
Okay.
Just letting you know. That way you don't say who the hell is that and all that.
Thanks for the warning. I already did that.
And Barrage, Scatterbrain has a question. Scatterbrain, go ahead and ask your question. You're asking Barrage of Gaming. He's another one of the streamers that I hang out with.
I have made it in as well.
Oh, welcome, Nexus. Welcome.
Hi, Nexus.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
So Scatterbrain identifies as demi-bisexual. Now that I understand my own sexuality more, but it's difficult being a hetero marriage because I feel like I don't have the right to say anything. But I mean, knowing who you're married to, I feel like you do have the right to say anything, and I think that your husband would agree with that. Just asking if the relationship... Okay, so Barrage, or Nexus, because I know Nexus mentioned he's poly as well. Scatterbrain is asking, so basically just asking if the relationships are separate or together. Like, is it a throuple thing or just having two separate relationships?
Relationship kind of thing.
So here is the thing with polyam. It looks different for each person, right? Now, you let's say that person A and person B are dating, and they are polyamorous. Person A meets person C and is like, oh, I really like this person. I would like to engage in conversation, start that dialogue, maybe see about like if this is going to go somewhere. Boom. Now person A and person C are in a polyamorous relationship together. Person A and person B already talked about it, and they knew that it was happening before person C started going on dates with person A. Now, if person B and person C create their own relationship and their own connection with each other, that is their thing, right? So you don't have to date both. You don't have to be in love with both people to be in love with one person. But if by happenstance and, familiarity does breed, connection, that does happen. So thruples do happen. I actually am strictly just friends with a group of 4 who they are all dating each other. They all live in one household. They're all together, Brady Bunch style, and they're all best friends, but they're all dating. And I see that as polyamorous. I see the solo poly as polyamorous. I see thruple as polyamorous. The thing that I don't see as polyamorous is swinging. Swinging is its own entire thing. Swinging is just basically, hey, I'm going to be safe about it, but I am going to hook up with people that I'm interested in. I'm not going to engage in a deep, committed relationship with anyone, but I'm free to do whatever the heck I want. You're free to do whatever you want. Swinging is purely sexual. Polyamory is about connection and love and actually like verbalizing, and there's a lot of communication, a lot of trust.
Oh, we got booted again, but that's all right because this conversation is awesome. So I'm all right with that.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could have said it any better than Barrage. Poly comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. I've got a couple of friends who are who have been in a steady triad or throuple relationship for years now, and it works great for them. For some people, that's not what they need or desire. Me and my partner, for instance, we both date separately. So there will be times, where she has a girlfriend and I'm dating her, but I'm not dating her girlfriend or her boyfriend, and vice versa. So it can go
I was going to ask something similar about that, yeah.
Yeah, and my partner actually had a boyfriend when we met, and me and him still chat and hang out online and play games sometimes, even though they're no longer together. It ended amicably. They both decided to end it, but we're still friends. And that's one of the great things about polyamory, in my opinion, is I'm making friends while she's making connections. We joke all the time that it's the best way to build a full D&D group, because you can get all kinds of people together who just really connect on different levels.
Because you all understand where you're coming from.
And one thing that I found... sorry. One thing that I found, and I am not anti-monogamous. Like, that is one thing that, like, people think, oh, well, because you're poly, like, you're super against monogamy and you don't believe in that kind of stuff. I'm like, no, that absolutely works for some people. And that's great. They found love. I am with you with the whole D&D thing. It's like, for me, it seems like poly people truly do want to be your friend after the breakup. They're like, hey, this didn't work out. I still love hanging out with you, but
especially if there's a pre-existing relationship before another one is formed between, like you said earlier, person B and person C. It's built on more of a foundation of communication and friendship, I feel like, than a lot of modern day monogamous relationships are. And monogamy 100% valid.
fruit.
It's just not for everybody.
Cute fruit. I'd like to address that. Jealousy happens in poly just like in monogamous, but when you learn to unpack jealousy and communicate it and identify where it's coming from, and then your partner addresses it and works through that jealousy with you, jealousy can be the opening door to healthy, stable communication.
Yeah. I really like what Scatterbrain mentioned in the chat.
Just talk to each other.
Where she said you can work through it with good communication. I think that's kind of the biggest thing. Is I couldn't imagine how good your communication is in a poly relationship, because I mean you have to be so open about everything.
But I mean, and to some extent, that's one thing that monogamous and polyamorous relationships have in common, right? If you're going to make them work long term, if you're going to grow as a couple or as a triad or as a tabletop or, you know, in whatever scenario, you have to be able
can I
to be
stop you
open,
for a second?
honest,
What's a
and communicate.
tabletop?
So tabletop is something similar along the lines of what I was mentioning earlier, where everyone has their own partners.
Dinner table dinner table poly. It's not tabletop, it's dinner table. It means that everyone comes and can sit down and have dinner together, and everyone is in the loop. Like everyone knows everyone. You know, like would you sit down and have an intimate dinner with people you don't know or you don't trust? So dinner table poly is of that mindset.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Got my terms all mixed up there. Thank you so much for.
And when it comes to a poly relationship, do you guys find that, like, do you have any say in like each other's relationships at all? Like, I really cannot handle this person, or is it like you just stay out of it completely?
So what you just mentioned is called couples privilege, and that is toxic. That is extremely, extremely toxic. That's you controlling the basically what the other person can and cannot do. Like, and that's why solo poly is so important. It's like I'm dating them, you're not. And like if you have your reservations about this person, we can unpack that together in a private you and me conversation. You can lay out your concerns about this person. I trust you. I will definitely, and I respect you, and I'll hear out what you have to say about this other person, and I will keep an eye on it. If I start seeing the same things, I will voice my concern to my other partner. Like, hey, I'm noticing a pattern of behavior, and this is concerning to me, and here's why. If that pattern of behavior continues on, my other partner is my best friend and my biggest advocate and is going to protect my heart, but isn't going to stomp on it and isn't going to try to control my heart.
Okay, so, but like, if you see something maybe harmful or like mentally abusive or anything like that, that's where you would you step in and say, hey, this is something I'm noticing? Is that what you're kind of saying with that?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's part of the healthy, open communication style that comes with polyamory. It is the I trust you. I trust you enough to where here's my heart, it's in your hand, you know, and vice versa. Now you are gonna go out, you're gonna find those meaningful connections. Like maybe some of them are in for the long haul. Maybe some of them are gonna crash and burn. But at the end of the day, I love you. Yeah.
I think that's really awesome.
Partner, you want the absolute best for them, regardless. And I think one of the biggest issues that a lot of people can run into is trying to unpack whether or not, like you mentioned, do you step in when you see something that's potentially mentally abusive or something along those lines? I think an issue that trips a lot of people up is they jump right into fixing it. They see something they don't like and they want to jump right into fixing it instead of unpacking why they feel that way about that. Because it's important to realize before you go to your partner and say, hey, this is something that I've noticed. It's important for you to realize yourself, is this just my own previous trauma speaking, or is this actually an issue?
Okay, so make sure that it's not about you type of thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
You're imagining
Like
something.
Brad said,
Yeah.
they're your best
Trauma.
friend. You want the absolute best for them. So it's the same way with me and my partner. We don't have quote unquote veto power or anything like that. If one of us just doesn't necessarily like the other's partner, then we're still amicable. We're adults. We can be respectful and hang out every once in a while and be friendly. We don't have to like every single person we meet. We just have to be polite and respectful that they are a human being.
You don't have
Yeah.
to like anyone, but respect goes a long way.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah,
I had that
Anything.
situation. My partner was like, "Hey, I'm worried about this person with you because this person is doing, this, and this, and it's hurting you." Now, my partner never told me that I shouldn't be seeing this person, but pointed out patterns of behavior that was hurting me and things that I was overlooking because I was still in honeymoon phase. And I was like, no, everything's fine, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, this happened and it made you feel like this. And this happened and it made you feel like this. I have my concerns. And then she let me sort it out. And then I made my decision to stop it.
And see,
I
and that's
really
perfect
like.
because I think I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting people
Oh,
off.
that's all right. So I just wanted to say something I really like about it is I hear a lot more in viewing yourself internally than viewing what's going on around you. It's this is making me feel like this, but is this the best for my partner? Type of thing. That's what I'm getting out of this
That's
conversation.
how I think every relationship should work, not just poly.
Yeah, and that's exactly.
the thing.
Whoever said that, exactly.
Me.
Poly conversation is the same way that monogamous conversation should be. And all of it, like, communicate with each other.
Yeah.
If something is bothering you, talk to your person, but don't talk to them in a way that
Don't talk
you're
down to
trying.
them.
Yeah, you're trying to control the situation because you're afraid of getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, talk to them as your equal, as if you were talking to yourself.
Yeah, and
Without getting
Let's go
too
with
go ahead,
without
Nexus.
getting too marriage counselory or relationship therapist about it, I think the biggest reason why we notice this as such a large difference between monogamous relationships and poly relationships is that the general mainstream view on monogamous relationships is that it's two people becoming one. So when someone enters into a long-term monogamous relationship, people stop viewing them, and sometimes they do
As
themselves
individuals.
as individuals and more as a unit. However, in poly, you don't have that opportunity. It's not just you and another person. It's you and potentially the whole world of partners and love to share. So you have to open up more. It's like jealousy was mentioned earlier. I get jealous all the time.
Everyone does. It's human.
But I'm also well aware that that's because of my own past trauma and insecurities that I have to work on. And that's where looking internally is important, because these feelings are going to happen. They're not toxic or negative emotions unless you allow them to be.
With any
Can I get
emotion.
everyone's input on something real quick?
Yeah.
So I have a crush,
Mm-hmm.
and they got recently broken up with like a year ago, and they're not mentally ready for more than being friends with benefit. But I feel like I want to take it with the next step with them. But I don't know how to like word it properly.
So I would talk to that person and I'd say, what we're doing right now wouldn't change. Like you're my friend,
Right.
we hang out, we're romantic, we go out places together, we're doing everything that is a relationship.
Exactly.
And
they even
so
drove an hour and a half, not even over an hour, but 1 hour each way, just to pick me up from a hangout with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And they keep paying for stuff for me whenever we go out to eat somewhere.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning this the other day.
Yeah, it's the same person I'm talking about.
I mean,
and it sounds like a relationship, right? Like we hear that, and that's what we think.
It sounds like
relationship.
it, but it's not though.
But Barrage is right. You have to have an actual open conversation about it with them, and that's where individuality comes into play. Because if they aren't ready mentally, emotionally, physically to put those labels on there and move in the same direction you are, you have to take the introspective step to pull away from that. You have to serve your best interest mentally and emotionally. If they can't provide you, and it's not fair to say that they should provide you everything. That's not fair at all. But if your needs and your desires aren't meeting, then you have to move on to something else.
Yeah, my question would be, Wolf Guy, would you be comfortable with it not being more than it is right now?
I mean, either way, I'm fine with it.
Okay, then it might be worth saying, now this is not an ultimatum, but I would like to know where we stand.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely mention, hey,
exactly.
this isn't an ultimatum. I'm not trying to make you choose, but I would like to know where we stand at the moment.
Right. Plus, they recently got COVID, so I haven't seen them in a few weeks.
I get that.
On top of that, it turned to a lung infection. So,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Look.
Are they going to be all right?
I have no idea. They're taking prescriptions, but it makes them sleep all day.
It might be
They're out of work until the 27th of this month.
And Wolf Guy, are you fully vaccinated?
Yes.
Then it might be worth seeing if they need you to come over, make them say, hey, do you want to make you some soup or something like that? And
always helps.
Well, I offered, but they said I'd rather not because they don't want to get me sick.
Yeah.
Hazmat suit.
And Sally mentioned
I did not drive, and they live 15 minutes away from me.
Okay.
So it's gonna be very difficult to find a ride if he does say yes.
So look at it like this, Wolf.
Yeah.
You are in a place right now where your person that you care about and that you would like it to go further with, they are not in a headspace or a medical space to allow for any progression right now. I would say pump the brakes. I would say read the situation. There's always going to be more time, right, for you to be able to talk to them. And that's one of the things, right? With your partner, you need to, if this is someone that you care about and you don't care if it goes into a relationship, but you still want to be their friend, their friend right now. Sounds like they could use it. And if it goes somewhere else in the future, fantastic. But it sounds like right now is not the time.
They just need a pal.
Well,
yeah, and something else to remember about it as it moves forward is, remember, even when they seem like they've gotten better, when it comes to COVID, it could be a couple months still till they're feeling right. So I definitely agree with Barrage on this one, where I would kind of hold off. And I mean, if you care about them, you care about them. And that's what really matters the most. No matter what label you put on it, no matter what, the most important thing is that you care about this person. And I think that's how you have to view it at the moment. And I wouldn't stress yourself out over it. And this kind of gives you an out from stressing out about it. Of, you know what? This is something I can't bring up right now. So there's no reason to stress about it, because at this point, we need to worry about his health, not are we a couple?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and outside of the general stress, I mean, you seem happy. You seem, you express that you care about them, they care about you. Like Rock said in chat, just let it happen naturally. Just let it grow on its own.
Yeah, and I like what
I have been calling and texting them every day, is checking in on them, how they're feeling and all that.
That's a perfect way to do it. And I like what Sally said on the chat, where she mentioned you don't want to push a label or responsibility that they're not ready for. Because no matter what they choose, it could be an issue later on where it turns into, don't forget, you made me make this label. So, and that's kind of when I first mentioned it, not knowing the further story behind it, it was very, make sure they know, hey, this isn't an ultimatum. I'm willing to stay what we are. I just want that information. I want a little clarity.
Right.
Yeah, phrasing is extremely important, because if you go into a conversation like that and say, hey, I need to know, or this is over, That's a very different conversation from I'm loving where we're at. I'm just curious how you're feeling about it. Those are two separate conversations, two separate outcomes.
Yeah.
Words are important.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for the input, everyone.
Absolutely. So circling back to Cute Fruit 444, they verbalized that they're afraid of their parents kicking. I guess Cute Fruit, I would need to know: are you living at home? Are you an adult? I'm not sure.
So Cute
the
Fruit
context there
is living at home. I think the more important question would be is this something you've thought towards, or is it just like kind of imagining what would I do in this situation?
You're imagining worst case scenario, or you're like not confident, but you feel like you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, is it something that they said to you if like if you do this, this happens, or is it just a fear?
Yeah, because I know my anxiety, I imagine worst case scenarios all the time. So it just
I just want to make sure that I'm not talking to a child whenever I'm giving advice. You know what I mean?
Well, she's in high school, so you know, Barrage.
For a record, Barrage, I am 22. So I'm not a child.
I think he was asking more about Cute Fruit, and
I know. But I was just letting him that whatever part
well, advice shifts, right?
Age and living station.
Yeah, like so, you know, I'm gonna answer it as if in my head you are a high schooler. So in high school, you are going to do a lot of finding out who you are as a young sprouting young individual moving into adulthood but not quite there yet. A lot of things are confusing right now, and especially, you know, with current events, right? The announcement from the Supreme Court, there's a lot is on the table right now, and it's a very confusing time, especially being a high schooler. And so I think that it is always advantageous of a teenager to heed the rules of the household. Do not disregard who you are as a person, and be willing to just like, you know, open up your perception of the world around you.
And add something onto that real quick.
I've seen what they do, and hold on, I'm reading the response from Cute Fruit for you guys. Well, I have seen what they do and what they say and do to people in the LGBTQ community, and it just scares me. So are you saying they as a whole, or they your family?
Or your
right?
I think because that could make a big difference.
Yeah.
Hey Lumi, how are you doing, lady?
But off of what Barrage said, I was going to add: never let anyone tear you down mentally or physically or anything.
No matter who they are,
stuff like that. Like don't let anyone tell you no, you can't be this, no, you can't be that.
Unless it's a murderer, don't do that.
Yeah, no being a murderer. I agree with that. Thank you for keeping it slightly light. I appreciate that, Sarah.
What I do?
Keeping it light.
So Cute Fruit, high school is not your whole life, and it's not the end of the world.
No.
So focus on the things that matter and the things that you can control. Focus on your grades. Focus on the friendships that you want to continue forth whenever you do go into college or when you go into the working world. Focus on those things right now. There's plenty of time for you to find you.
A relationship.
And to speak your own truth from the mountaintops when you are in what you feel to be a safe space. You don't have to force a space to be safe if you do not feel it is. And it's okay to stay in your closet if you do not feel your space is safe. That is so important.
Closet
It's so important to not come out if you do not feel that that space is safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
with that.
Sally.
There's no reason. There's no reason in putting yourself in an
Test yourself
unsafe
out.
space. Yeah, there's no reason to put yourself through that. The safe space and the safe time will always come, and you will find it when you need it the most. There's no reason to take an unsafe space and put yourself in it and try to make it something that it's not.
Yeah,
If
and
the safety zone hits you in the face, still safe. Like in a metaphorical term, right? It hits you, you'll know what you know, kind of thing. I feel like.
yeah, I think that Wolf Guy could probably speak to it a little bit. Where he mentioned he's still hasn't come out, but he's also, I think it's a very healthy way of being in the closet where you don't come out to everybody, but you're still living your life, is what it sounds like. Would you consider it that way, Wolf?
I'm still closeted, but with specific people.
Mhm.
If that, like, I
Makes
don't
sense.
tell any of my family members. I only tell specific friends or new friends I make online, like that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not out with any of my family.
Yeah, and I feel like that's
I like that in high school.
Because I feel afraid of their reaction will be when if I.
Obviously I've never been through it, but what I view on it is it sounds like it would be a lot harder to come out to your family than your friends. I feel like there's a lot, even if they wouldn't judge, there's that fear of this is my family, this is for life, and I don't want to cause a rift with them. Is that kind of how you feel on it, Wolf?
I guess you can say that. It's more like I don't want to be like kicked out of the house or be judged for what I am, in a way, or for my actions that I've taken and all that.
Okay, I think what Sally said on chat is actually a very interesting way to view it. Of that, she tells everyone except for her family, because her family haven't earned the privilege of knowing her properly.
Right.
And I think that's it's harsh, but in the right way.
It's got to be.
Where it's like, if you can't feel confident that your family's going to support you, I think you do need to be harsh about that.
That's why I also don't feel comfortable sharing coming out kind of thing.
Yeah,
and you don't have to. That's one of the things. You don't have to. There isn't a timeline where there's an expectation for you to tell someone something that makes you uncomfortable, right? That's boundaries.
Right. Yeah.
And you're gonna make boundaries throughout your life, and not everyone gets full access to you. Not everyone gets to know front to back the whole book, right? Not everybody gets to know that.
Right.
Like there's there's some level of masking for everyone. Not a manipulative or fake way, right? It's just how much access am I going to give you, and there's a level of trust there. If the trust has been broken between if you're that worried, then it's not time. If it pulls on your heartstrings and you're like, I'm ready for them to know, I need them to know, then you set it down. You have a very mature conversation. You lead in with like good statements and just really lay it out there in a way that is just like, hey, I love you. I love, and you just like lay it out there. There's something about me. I want you to love every part of me. And there's something about me that you don't know.
Yeah.
And then you present that information to them and you'll be like, I am still your child from yesterday, from 5 minutes ago. The love that you have for your child, I am that child. I'm just presenting you with additional information, new things about me. You didn't know that I like Hershey bars. You didn't know that I hate Snickers. And now I'm letting you know that I don't like Snickers, but I love Reese's cups.
Right.
And I'm still your child.
Yeah.
I love that way of putting it, Barrage. That's an excellent way to explain it.
for that.
I see where Barrage is coming from. But the thing is, my mom has been my biggest advocate and always been there for me. Which makes it even harder for me to come out, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
because she's
Makes
been there
sense.
through my whole life. My dad divorced my mom when I was 6. So, like, she's the only person that actually knows and cares enough about me, family-wise, that I've been with, like, all my life.
And I'd like to read what Fiery Bliss said, because his brother is actually Sangel Wolf, who was talking earlier. He came out in '97, and Fiery Bliss says, "I'm straight, but I understand the worry gay people have since I've been hard bullied at high school. So English is his second language. He speaks French mostly." So just so you guys know, if it sounds a little weird, that's why. So he got bullied hard at high school, saying he was gay, and that Sangel Wolf was his boyfriend when he came to visit me at school. I was pushed, punched. The girl I loved turned me down, saying I was a freak. Tried to suicide because I wanted to quit school. And the ex of my mom slapped my face. Like, that's a hard story. Like,
yeah.
So because his brother is gay, everybody was saying he was gay, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Because Sangel would come and visit him at school, and
they didn't know they were brothers, so I guess that's what it sounds like to me. I don't.
Basically, people jump to conclusions and they were assholes about it.
Yes.
That's basically what the moral of the story is.
Yeah, yes. But Fiery Bliss, am I right that if I remember right, is your family accepting of Sangel Wolf, or is it there's somebody in the family, either like an in-law or something, if I remember right. But I mean, I'm really sorry to hear what you went through. And the interesting thing is, like, Sangel Wolf Fiery Bliss isn't gay, his brother was. But by that association, it affected him as well. And I mean, I expected the worried about his brother and seeing what his brother went through, but I never thought of how, like, a family member who really cares about their homosexual brother or sister, how that can affect them as well. I've never really thought about it that way, and I think that that's really interesting.
I find that interesting as well, honestly.
So Fiery Bliss said, went back to school. His mom called school and said they hired a pussy and made it worse. People started saying I was trying to turn back straight with psychology and even MIRC chat. People don't know was talking about me, even my mom's friends. That's awful to hear. And Lumidon is another sibling of a member of the LGBT community. And she says, my brother was lucky in the regards of the family understanding and taking his back. But we had a lot of hate crimes against him from people in the neighborhood and at school. Even a 40-year-old next door neighbor wrote him terrible things on our house and would scream profanities out the window when he was outside. My question is, what's wrong with people? Like,
where does that go? What does that do for you mentally? Do that to somebody?
At 40 years old, not to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, I expect like a teenager, almost, not really, but like, not a 40-year-old, a grown human.
I would expect that for like younger or like than a teenager, or at least teenager.
That's what I'm saying. At least 15, 16 at oldest, probably.
And for the viewers, I'm sorry that we're not really playing the game, but I do warn everybody that sometimes we forget about the game because we're having a good conversation. And this is one of those good conversations. I want
to stay in the conversation, but I have work tomorrow.
Oh, no.
and it's 9:10 at night for me, and I'm really exhausted from the night before due to mental illness
Crying sucks.
that I mentioned.
I cried earlier. It's fine.
To
Well-
specific people. So
Wolf Guy, I hope you know how loved you are around here. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you around. And anytime I'm playing a group game, you are more than welcome to join in, my friend.
thanks.
I'm just shooting Sally's chat.
I appreciate that, and if anything else happens with the harassers, I'll let you guys all know and all that.
Yeah, keep us updated. Let us know how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, perfect.
Thanks again for joining in and sharing your story. I really appreciate it.
No problem. But it was nice meeting y'all, for those who I haven't met yet and all that until just now. And I hope you all have a blessed day or night, whatever time zone you are in.
You too,
And-
Wolf Guy. Thank you so much.
Yep. No problem. Bye.
Cheers to Wolf Guy.
I did see on Facebook a post going around that said essentially I'm a safe person to come out to. That you could like not retweet, it's Facebook repost. I don't know what it would be called in Facebook terms. But I just think that's good to do if you're a straight person or not, either way. Because if you know you're safe, but they don't know you're safe. So just put that out there for people.
And Sally, I can't believe you had to deal with that. That's awful.
That is, yeah.
Like I don't even want to really read that.
Yeah.
Because I'd hate to have that come out of my mouth, because you could see people have a way of clipping things to make it sound bad on you. So I'm not even going to say it. All I can say is, Sally, there's no reason anybody should have ever been that way.
Yeah. That's what people tried in conversion therapy. That's what people did, from what I know about it.
And that's one of the misfortunes of the human race, isn't it, though? Because we can sit here and we know things like this are horrible. Like the 40-year-old woman who was yelling out of a window, insults, and we can say that it makes no sense. That sounds like something a teenager would do, but that's the core of hate. It makes no sense, especially when it's hate for something that has absolutely no effect on you. And that's why it's important to have conversations like this, because it does affect a huge number of people, not just members of the LGBTQIA, but their families, their friends. Because hate, unfortunately, and when I was talking to Wolf earlier, hate, unfortunately, will never go away. The only thing we can do is try to make our love and our kindness louder than the hate that we hear in the world. That way people know there is a safe place to be themselves.
Yeah, and I like, that's kind of why I put this together, is because I think the best way to, like, there's some people who just don't get it and they're like, whatever, and they might I hate the term microaggressions because there's so much to it, but at the same time it's almost a microaggression to be like, whatever. I mean, like, using gay as a derogatory term for something, like, oh, that's so gay. I have used it in the past, I'm not gonna lie, because that's how a lot of us were brought up, where, I mean, that's just kind of what we say. And I've been very cognizant of it and trying to not do that anymore. So, by the way, anybody, if you ever hear me say it, please call me out.
I will say, in terms of using gay as a rude term, I'm lucky because I never learned it as two men loving each other at first. I learned it as the term happy. So I was like, why are you calling that slide happy? How's slide happy? Like, so it's just kind of weird.
I mean, you end up with things like that, and then being able to hear how it affects people, that's something really great that is coming out of this, is like, it's one of those things never affected me, so I didn't really care. And hearing the stories of how it affected the person, hearing a 40-year-old person acting like that was like, what the hell? And that can kind of open up somebody's eyes to where they're like, okay, it's not just like, oh, woe is me. They actually go through stuff. And I think that's important for people to hear sometimes, Because when you don't hear that, you don't necessarily understand it.
It's
Yeah.
because as a society, words like that, it's much like violence, or when you get into discussing mental health, things like that. All of these words that we used and just dropped carelessly as we were growing up because it was just another word, it made us as a whole, as a society, pretty just numb to what that actually meant to certain people. So
So
until we
it's
start
just,
talking about it and
But
start saying, this is how this affected me, people won't learn. So we have to call someone out on that, because as long as it's a regular part of vocabulary, things like that just aren't going to go away. It's still going to be a part of the normal.
Yeah, and that's so true. Something else I was hoping to learn. Sadly, somebody wasn't able to make it, but there's non-binary, and I'm wondering if anybody either in chat or on the voice chat with me, do you guys kind of understand what non-binary is? Because that's something where, like, I feel like I kind of understand, but I totally don't get it. Like, I might say, oh yeah, I get it, but I don't.
I can try to explain from a third party's perspective. My best friend of, I'd say 16, 17 years now, they're non-binary. And the easiest way they explained it to me is they never really, and I'm not going to say this is for non-binary as a whole, but for them, they never really felt masculine or feminine. They didn't feel as if they fit their human body as a whole. They didn't feel like they fit the normal perception of the human body as a whole. So they were neither male nor female. They were just a sentient being who was here, who experienced things, who was alive and had emotions, desires, needs. But there was no one term that fit them specifically. So it was easier for them to be to be them. And that's what I've known them as for years. And all the conversations we've had, I still can't 100% understand it. I don't think I ever will. As a cis het man, there's a lot of things that I can learn, that I can educate myself on, but I don't think I'll ever have 100% understanding, because it's not my experience. That's their experience as they've explained it to me, to the best of my understanding.
Okay, so they kind of explained it on, like, they don't really belong to either. It's almost like a fluidity, where certain things are a little more feminine, certain things are a little more masculine, but never going strictly to one or the other. Does that sound about right, Nexus?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Some things that they do or that they enjoy might be perceived by society as more feminine, or for just for instance, we were out doing a day job one time at a nursery for Christmas, helping people haul big, huge Christmas trees, and they were throwing these trees up on their shoulder and lugging them around and making me feel about, yay big, because I was struggling. And that's something society would typically see as masculine, as man work. But it was just something that they were so comfortable and happy to be doing. So for them, it wasn't that they felt masculine or they felt feminine. It was just that sometimes they enjoyed things that society would perceive that way.
So my understanding is that your gender binary is like, I am male, I present male, I do things that are male. That is my gender binary.
Mm-hmm.
Non-binary individuals are a mix of everything. I'm gonna wear a dress right now, and then later on I'm gonna put on my boots and kick some fucking ass. Or maybe I'm gonna have my boots on while I'm wearing my dress, and I'm gonna fix my car, and then I'm gonna paint my nails, because they can do whatever the fuck they want, because all of that is interesting to them. All of it.
Yeah, I really wish we had somebody, and I see Rock Guy joined. Thanks for joining up, Rock Guy. And I know Sally mentioned that it's basically between genders. And Rock Guy mentioned not conforming to gender identities as a whole, basically. And something that would interest me I'm gonna have to ask on one of my future streams. We have Riss who comes by sometimes, and they were supposed to be here tonight, and I apologize for saying they were supposed to be here tonight, but thought it was on Saturday, so they're not able to join us. But it almost seems to me like they don't view even the gender role of each thing that they do. It's almost like complete freedom is what it sounds like, which sounds amazing. Just pure freedom of, I don't care if I'm lifting up that Christmas tree. That's just what I do. It's not gender male, gender female. It's just what I do.
Yeah, they're an incredible human being. I really wish that I could have had them on here with us tonight, because it's always great to hear it from their perspective. But they're an incredible human being. They never cease to amaze me. Something as simple as sitting down and watching TV, just the way they take in different shows. They just view everything different, and it's always an amazing time just to talk with them.
Yeah, and like we had a good conversation the other night on Wednesday. And that's kind of when I was prepping for this, and I was like, oh man, this is like, we had such a good conversation throughout kind of everything. I know it was brought up about some people's views on pride parades, and there was no hate. It was just like, this is how I feel about it. And I know some people mentioned, even myself, I mentioned I don't like going to them, but I mean, it's no different than... What, Sarah?
I don't like loud things. I could go to any kind of parade.
Oh.
I'm just like, it's really loud.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually thinking about it over the past couple days, and kind of what I came up with on my feelings of a pride parade. For me, it's almost like I view Mardi Gras. Like, okay, cool, debauchery and craziness, not my thing. I'm not going to go, but I'm not going to say you can't go. And I think that's kind of where I left off on it after kind of sleeping on it and thinking about it.
Yeah. See, for me, pride parades are the only parades I go to, but I could kind of imagine that for some people, a pride parade is probably how I feel about every other parade. I don't see the point in a Christmas parade or a Thanksgiving parade because not everybody celebrates that, so I don't really understand why it's such a huge thing every year in every town and every state of, just about everywhere. Pride parade, I'm there for it every single time, but I imagine that some people feel the same way about pride parades that I do every other parade. It's just
yeah. For me, it's more of like, I grew up near Chicago. And the Chicago Pride Parade is wild. Like there are like dildos being thrown into the crowd, things like that. And for me, I'm just like, I feel like that. For me, I feel like it kind of like pushes a stereotype a little bit. Oh, Sally, thank you so much. I'm so glad you came by. Cutting off, she's nodding off. Oh. Well, hey, you feel free to nod off. I know you had a rough day, and remember. So I love what she said at the end. Remember, everyone, that you are valid, loved, and you matter. Mm-hmm. That is the best goodbye I've ever read, because I think it's something that people need to know. Sandra Wolf says, I'm assuming he was meant don't. Do not go to pride parades anymore. I don't think it represents me. And I mean, I think that, like I said, I view it kind of like Mardi Gras. I think that it's a big thing where it's a lot of debauchery, and I'm fine with that. People can have fun with it, but it's not my jam type of thing. But I also try and view it from the point of people who were kind of held down for so long, being able to express themselves. It's kind of like that kid who had to be the good kid throughout all of high school, and then they go to college and they get alcohol poisoning in the first month.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So just because you've been held down for so long, that finally you get that chance to really express yourself. And if you're going to do it for the first time, you express yourself in a big way.
Was never in doubt.
Barrage, thanks for that victory.
I think, too, to some extent, my little small hometown, about 5 years ago, just started having pride parades. That's my 2-year-old. Give me just a second.
That's all right. 2-year-olds are amazing. My daughter's too.
Oh.
So the first 2 years of Pride in my hometown was incredible. It was led and organized by a very small LGBTQIA chapter that was down here, and it was great. We went last year. We were out of state previous years, but we went last year, and we pretty much decided that we probably won't be going back this year. They gained a ton of sponsors over the last few years, and it was a lot crazier and a lot wilder than what the first 2 years was. The first 2 years very much seemed about, celebrating pride and celebrating being yourself.
That's the sponsors.
It just seemed more like a huge money grab last year. So many vendors, so many people out there like, hey, buy this. And most of them weren't even subtle about it. Like there would be banks out there with the little rubber bracelets that we all wore in middle school that were just rainbow. They didn't say nothing. They just had a rainbow on them, and it just seemed like an attempt to drum up business.
Yeah, they got them for like 2 cents a pop.
We won't be going back.
And welcome, Melon. Thanks for joining us. Sorry if you were hoping to watch a whole lot of Among Us happening. We only played like 2 rounds, but we're having a great conversation. And it's kind of like I saw Astroglide keeps putting out like promoted tweets that they put a rainbow on their packaging. I mean, that's like, great, but like, why don't you say, hey, we donated this much to this part of the community? Like, don't give me like a quarter penny paint job on your tube. Show actual support. Don't just virtue signal by putting a rainbow on your packaging.
Do the icon.
Yeah, I've always had that with corporations in general, not just Pride, but anytime a large corporation is like, hey, for every dollar you spend throughout this month, we will donate a dollar ourselves. It's like, that's a great way to run a promotion. How about you just donate the money instead and actually help from the goodness of your hearts instead of trying to drum up more business?
Yeah. I mean, frankly, I'd rather see that than like you go to the grocery store and they're like, do you want to donate to the food bank? Because like they ask that and they're like, or like there will be a thing on the prompt on the card reader pad, whatever it is. And it's like, do you want to donate to this cause? It's like, I'd love to, but like, I'm not giving you a tax write-off. I'm sorry. I know that anything I donate technically comes from you. And I mean, really, this is just for you to get a tax break. Yeah. But Fiery Bliss did mention something on chat. He said, because we talked about this the other night, I mentioned, when he goes to a gay pride parade, he doesn't feel like it represents them. Do they really need to take off all their clothes to be accepted or please people? Yeah. He prefers seeing people like a drag queen with a lot of makeup, people dancing with the flag. But when he starts seeing people in lingerie, things like that, he says, why? Is that the only way to be accepted here?
Yeah. That's how I see it. Like, why do you have to take it an extra step, almost?
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, I support people going to them. Good. That's awesome. Celebrate however you want. And I mean, myself, I'm just an ally. I'm like a fringe member of the community because I'll support you. But I actually did a tweet at the beginning of the month, saying Happy Pride and just letting people know, hey, I'm never going to understand where you're coming from on everything because I'm not LGBTQ. I'm just not. But I'll support the heck out of you. I'll stand by your side. I'll be here for you to cry on my shoulder if something happens. But I can never truly understand because I didn't live it. And Rock Guy, you're on the voice chat. Do you have anything you'd like to add in? I can't hear you, Rock Guy. Is your sound too low?
No. Yeah, I can't hear you either.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, wrong mic then. So like, if we were talking about like pride parades, yeah, I mean, some of them, yeah, they do go over the top. Yeah, I just want to see like a representation of what it's like. You know, it doesn't have to be too flashy. Just get the word out, get the support out there.
I think a lot of people just perpetuate stereotypes sometimes at Pride, and it's like you're not helping yourself. When I see certain things, I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. They're not helping with the way that people view us. It's just it's more harm than good.
Yeah, every once in a while it almost seems like they're like trying to do a circus and get people's attention that way.
So, counter argument.
Go ahead.
Through the history of this nation, it has been something, the LGBTQ plus community has been something that has been hidden, has not been loudly vocalized, has been, under wraps, basically. And now that they are allowed to be their true selves, they are doing it in a way that is like, I'm here, I'm loud, I am not going away. This is me. This is my authentic self. Much like whenever you go to a concert, right? And if that band means anything to you, you might wear their t-shirt, things like this, right?
Yeah.
So the rainbow being that all-inclusive image, they are going to use imagery because that's the most powerful way to drive home a solidarity throughout all of them. It's the eccentrics, right? It's the we don't fit inside the box. We kick the box open, yes. You know? And we are going to celebrate this life in the way that cannot be misconstrued for anything else. Is the way that I see the Pride Parade. Have I ever gone to one? No. But that is what I perceive it to be. It is a celebration of kids being beaten up, adults being dragged in the streets, marriages not being allowed, physical violence, even murder towards them for love, for the purpose of them loving another person. They went through that persecution.
Yeah.
And so because of that persecution and because of that violence and because of all that time hiding, now they refuse to hide because they don't have to anymore. And it's so important that they are in people's face as a reminder of that they weren't there before. And they did
love
not
that view of it.
That freedom.
That's a good view of it, yeah.
That
It's
really
not,
is.
oh my gosh, you're being so over the top. We get it. You're gay. We get it. It's like, no, you don't. Because there used to be a time where being born and being gay is something that, like, there was laws against it. Like, the police would come after you. Like, people in the streets would come after you. Like, you and your person could not be together without in the secrets, right? It had to be behind closed doors in a shadowy place, somewhere where no one would see. And that's how they lived their life. And now it is important that they don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that it's so over the top. I think that there's some symbolism.
Yeah, that's very
there.
true. That is very true.
It's true.
Yeah, and Sandra Wolf actually just reminded us when he came out, there was no gay marriage. They didn't have laws that criminalize homophobia. And I mean that's so true. And Barrage, something I love that you mentioned was like a concert. You can almost view
concert and wear makeup, kiss makeup. It's like that kind of.
No, actually I'm thinking more like when I go to a concert, it's usually a rock concert. And something that you would never do in normal life is go into something like a mosh pit and just hit the heck out of everybody. And it's all out of love and all out of releasing that. And you could almost view, like, anybody, feel free to tell me if I'm way off base on this, but it feels like you can almost view a pride parade as like a non-violent mosh pit, where you're just putting it all out there. You're releasing all of that. And like, it's something that like you wouldn't walk down the street in a pair of tighty whities on a normal day, but you do it during Pride. But like, it's kind of the same thing. You wouldn't go run into somebody, knock them down and pick them back up and hug them, but you would do that at a rock concert.
Yeah.
And it's like we were kind of reminded
celebration.
earlier. Yeah.
Watu says the metalhead in him loves that comparison. I'm glad that hit home for you, Watu.
It's like we were reminded earlier. Some people are still either forced to or choosing to because they don't feel safe, are still remaining hidden. They're not letting themselves out. And sometimes that Pride Parade may be the only place where they can be 100% uninhibitedly themselves. It is their celebration.
Yeah, well, I mean, just look, we were talking to Wolf Guy earlier, and he hasn't come out yet. And I think that coming out, like, the celebration of it is almost a double-edged sword, because one end, I love to celebrate when somebody comes out, because myself, I'm like, hey, I'm so happy that you're being true to yourself.
But you feel comfortable with me to.
But on the other end, I almost feel like that big celebration of, hey, we're going to celebrate you coming out, can also be really tough on people who don't necessarily feel like they're ready for it. And they feel like they're less of a member of that community. Once again, if I'm way off base, somebody please call me out. But that's kind of how it seems to me.
I feel like you're getting there, and I feel like we have bridged an understanding that might not have been there before.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I'm never gonna fully understand because I've never walked that trail. But what I'm enjoying about this is I'm hearing like a mental image of what the trail looks like. Just to put it on like a hiking metaphor, like if I never walked down a trail in Yellowstone, I'm never going to understand what it's like to see it, but I'm getting a good explanation of this is what I saw when I was there. Think about how beautiful this valley looked in front of me, type of thing.
And can I just say, I love that, and I'm loving this conversation because it's important. You were right. As allies, we will never 100% understand, and I think one thing that we have to learn to understand, the allies everywhere have to learn to understand, is that it's important that we use our voice or our platforms to help show support, to bring awareness where we can and when we can. But sometimes, as allies, the most important thing we can do is shut up and get out of the way of our LGBTQIA brothers and sisters so that they can take over and lead us forward. Because as much as we grow and learn and begin to understand, there's always more for us to grow and learn and understand. And that's why I'm loving this conversation, because it helps. It helps bridge that gap, like Raj was saying. it's an important conversation to have so that we can keep moving forward.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I've really noticed in these public forums of YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Nobody is really taking the time to say, "Hey, does anybody want to learn about this?" It's always, "This is how it is," and
debating's important in life.
yeah, there's no conversation about it. It's just like, this is how it is. Like the people who will never ever support gay rights, and there are people out there, sadly, but there are people out there who are going to say, well, it doesn't matter because the Bible says something in this portion, and frankly, I'd like to know what Jesus ever said about it, because that's who they claim to follow. But the biggest thing is,
Father, I've read the Bible front to back 1,000,000 times. He never said anything. So
exactly.
Mentioned in the Bible.
I think it's great that you're.
Go ahead.
I think it's great that you're doing this, Junior, because so many people, they say they're an ally and then they leave it at that, and that's it. That's all they say.
Yeah, I really could have just put this A up. That thank you to the wonderful Casual Sally. She's the one who made the A that's up in the upper left of my screen to identify me as an ally. And I mean, frankly, when I think about the fact that I am an ally, and hold on, I want to see what St. Joel had to say. I think the Pride only represent the small percentage of the community. So from St. Joel's point of view, as a member of that community, he feels that the Pride Parade, things like that, only represents a small percentage. And I mean, it's a valid opinion because, I mean, he's been there, he's done that. And I think it's a lot more interesting to hear what St. Joel says compared to what I have to say. I could say what I think about things, but even as an ally, I'm not in the community. Like I said, I'm like that fringe member who's like, hey, I'm cool with you guys. But like, I'm not in the community. I've had to ask so many questions today, and I'm so glad that I did. But I mean, I could have easily had this A on my overlays and just left it at that. And that's typically what I see. People are like, oh, I support you. And I've never seen anybody sit there and be like, hey, I'd really like to actually ask you questions. I'd like to help people learn more, because the more people learn, the more people can understand, the more they're going to support. And I think that that's a really important thing. Like, frankly, if I didn't have Barrage and Nexus here, I would still have no clue what polyamorous means. I'd be like, I still don't get it. I don't know what that means. But being able to talk about it.
Barrage, your input was like, I learned so much just from you talking about your experiences.
And that was kind of going to be my next point, that being a discussion and open forum to ask questions is the important part, because you could take 50 members of the LGBTQIA community, put them in the same room, ask them the same question, and you're likely to get 50 different answers, because it's different. It's a part of their life. It's going to be an individual thing. They're not all going to agree with each other. The whole point is to have that support, to just agree that it's a basic human decency and right to allow them to live happy. But I'm noticing more and more, especially on social media nowadays, that when someone asks a question, they're generally met with, it's not my job to educate you. Google it free.
Well, you either get that or you get somebody who says, I speak for everyone. Which, frankly, I think is even worse than telling somebody to go look it up for yourself and learn. I think is a better answer than I am the end all be all because I'm part of this community. Because it's like you said, even in the veteran community, that I'm part of Prevent 22. I try and help people talk through things to help fight soldier suicide. And I mean, you look at when you even look at what it is to have post-traumatic stress. Like, you could ask me what mine is, and mine could be a complete 180 of what the next guy is.
My
Like,
dad or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, everybody has a different experience of it. Everybody handles it different. I mean, even with this talk, hearing from Angel Wolf that he has very different views on it than as somebody who came out in 97 than people who have come out more recently. And I think that that's really interesting. I think it also comes to the it can come to the when I came out, this is how it is. He mentioned that, and I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, Angel, I promise, but you mentioned that, like, when you came out, there were no protections against homophobia. There was no rights to marriage. And
that wasn't really a thing.
And I can imagine it can be difficult hearing somebody who comes out in a more recent time where there are these protections. Compared to 1997, we have come light years on our accepting of the LGB community. Now, once you add in the TIA plus or TQIA plus, and I apologize, I get it wrong all the time. But once you add those in, it's a whole different world than where Angel came from too. So I can understand that. Like, everybody has it. It's based off of your experience, not necessarily just the fact that Angel is a gay male. It's that was his experience from him growing up and then coming out and then to now compared to the next person who I think we can all agree that it's been better now than it had been in the past. Hey, Shady, how you doing? And I know you're part of the community, but you don't go to Pride. I get it, though.
Yeah.
And Shady, welcome. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
I've never gone to it either, but I think it'd be fun maybe at least once.
Yeah, just to see what it's like.
Yeah, to see what it's like to get that experience.
It's like when I went to the Blue Man group, but I'll
And
never
Shady,
really
thank
get-
you so much for the follow. I appreciate you being one of my new friends. Sorry about that, guys. I still got to talk to chat. How about we take a quick 10 minutes so that we can do bio breaks if you need another drink, anything you need. Because I'm down. I already put down 1.5 drinks and I need to break the seal. So,
Junior,
yeah.
Have you added a mute hot button?
No, I have not.
Yeah, like I do it where I just like and able to talk to your chat without because you said sorry, so I was like, oh well, if that's something that you're concerned about, here's a way that you could like navigate that so that you don't have to.
I do push it on Discord.
Good idea. I probably should do
toggle.
I should do push to talk, but and I usually do actually, but when it comes to a conversation like this, I don't want to break the flow or forget to hit that button type of thing.
Yeah.
That's understandable though.
Yeah.
And Sandro, thanks so much.
On and off.
I appreciate you coming by, and you have fun with your boyfriend's family. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate what you've mentioned and what you've brought up, because I think that's an important part of the conversation, because we're not just hearing from the current generation. Like, no, not to call you old, but I mean, you having come out in 97, that's like, when it comes to LGBT, like, that's previous generation of it.
Yeah.
Just because of what has changed since 97.
So we accepted I've never once treated it different than a straight relationship. Like, as my mom puts it, I was exposed at a young age, quote, quote. What that means. But, I learned about it so early, I never treated it any different. Like, a friend of mine gave me relationship advice for her girlfriend, and I was just like, I've never been in a relationship before, so I have no clue how to answer you. Like, it had nothing to do with the fact it was another woman. It was just like I've never been in a relationship.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I agree with Barrage. Who else wants to hop in? We can get some more Among Us. I think we've gone through like the heaviest part of the conversation. So at this point, it's going to be heavy gaming. So right now it looks like we got 6. Like I said, I'd like to take 5 because at this point I really have to pee. So I'll be back. Let's do 10 minutes. Let's come back. Anybody who wants to join in, hop on the Discord. Let me go ahead and put that invite link in case any of you are not in the Discord server yet. And just hop onto the chat, to the general voice chat channel. Hop on here, and then we'll get a game going next. So, oh, go ahead, Nexus.
Sorry. Real quick before you disappear, I actually have to go. I've got to get the little one to bed and set up for later. I just wanted to thank you for inviting me to be a part of the conversation tonight. It was wonderful meeting everyone. Barrage, I loved hearing your viewpoint earlier. Would definitely love to talk to you some more.
Feel free to add me.
It's been wonderful. I hope I get to meet some more of you guys and sit in on some more of these conversations. But you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Definitely.
Night,
and
Nexus.
thanks for being here. Thanks for what you've brought in, because the more perspective we can get, the better. The more that people who don't understand it are going to have a better understanding. And I think hearing all those different ways of thinking about it have been awesome. So thank you so much, Nexus. I really do appreciate it. And I will see everybody in 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and set the time here to me returning at 10 o'clock. So I'll be back at 10 p.m. and then let's get some Among Us going and have a good time. Thanks, everybody.
All right. I sent you all friend requests.
Let's see that.
I added you just now, Barrage.
Nice.
Lazy's.
Oh, jeez. I don't know, creepy little, like, gremlins.
Oh. I did a nifty achievement.
Oh, jeez.
What? Really? No, it's not that rare. I thought it was rare. 15% rare feels rare. I don't know.
The guy on the horse
I'm gonna step away for a minute as well. Go to the bathroom and get a drink.
we die again. So this
Probably
is
need to refill my drink as well. I'll be right back.
Grim Raiders in a minute here. First, I need to play around with these people and see what they're up to. Oh! Somebody clip that! Clip that! That was awesome! Oh my god, clip that, please! That's terrible. 8:30 my time, it can stop. But until then, everything will be sung. You know who hates this? His name is Connell. He hates when I do sing mode. I think it's 'cause he hates my singing voice, but he has no choice in the matter. So eventually we'll get it there. Life is going to be good. And we're just going to keep building up and building up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn off the cab company so we can make more dirty money.
Jump now, shoot through little star hole. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did
There's like 100 of them in there. Oh yeah, he's gonna attack. Whoa! Oh god, he hits hard. He killed me in one shot. Whoa! You die. Why did you tell me to go near him? That was terrible. That was an... 500 bits? Thank you so much, Sid. That is so awesome. And because you gave me 500 bits, I'm going to go ahead and share my special bits song. I told it to Connell earlier, but here it goes. Don't mind the fact that my singing voice is complete garbage. So, it goes to the tune of Toss a Coin to Richard. And it is Toss a Coin to Richard. Oh, network of plenty. Oh, network of plenty. So, you were the first one to ever hear that version of the song from me. And so, I really appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Okay, we got another one. Oh. Whew. Oh. There we go.
And also, if you're new, if you are new, this is the time you saw the thing in the background.
Yeah, that's the drink cart. He knows his dad well.
But I know he that drinks
Amber, you're not supposed to talk about that. Apparently, I drink a lot of drinks. My son just called me out. Okay. All right, bye, Ed. Have a good one.
So there's a little like mini game. If like you look in the bathroom, it's a skeleton taking a shit.
How do
You
I
look
can't
in the
open
corner
it.
kind of thing. You'll see it.
Oh, Jesus. Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I hope it was worth it for you, because it was hilarious.
Oh, it was.
And feel free to... Leroy Jenkins! We got ourselves a Sangel Wolf with a party of 4. Thank you so much for raiding. I do appreciate you hopping in here. I hope you enjoyed that raid song for you. Gonna hunt ya. You're here too. Holy crap! We got family from the Shield Wall. It's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. I truly do appreciate it. Aw, he killed me. I don't know how to fight this game. Love it, man. Keep it up, Maddie. 53. This has to be some sort of record. Holy crap. 57, 58, 59, 60.
lost, boy.
You didn't lose me. I'm still here. Hey, everybody. I am back. And I just want to say how humbled and thankful I am for how many of you came to share your truth with me, share what you've gone through, share what it is that makes you you. And it's been absolutely amazing to get to know so much about members of my community, members who of all of my communities, really. A lot of you folks are from the Shield Wall, and I mean, being able to learn more about you, you've been such a big part in my journey. And I want to say thank you again. It's been such a wonderful conversation so far, and there hasn't been any anger in that conversation. It's purely been an informative, this is what it is. It is how a conversation should be, but sadly it isn't how it always is.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing in chat either.
Yeah, nothing in chat either. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I added like
Big-
4 more mods tonight just in case, because I wanted to keep everybody who was sharing things about themselves to feel comfortable, and wanted to be able to quickly stop anything bad from happening. But it has been just wonderful. Imagine conversating. I know, right, Watu? Like, if more people could just have a conversation, the world would be a much better place.
I feel like a lot of issues today wouldn't be issues if people would just sit down and have a
Talk to
conversation.
each other. Yeah.
100% that's what it would be. And
Yeah.
and I want to say, like, I'm just the guy who was lucky enough to have people who wanted to share how they feel about things, their stories, and none of this is on me. This is all on you guys. And like, for a lot of this, I just sat back and listened, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's absolutely amazing. But I did promise some hold on, I'd love to kill people with kindness, but I have low tolerance for BS. I hear you, Watu. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I hear people being crappy, it's so hard for me not to fire back in their face. But I did promise some Among Us. So anybody else who wants to join in, once again, you can hop on my Discord server using this link, and go ahead and join the voice chat. Let's get some Among Us going on, because I don't want to bore people too much, but I was just having such a good conversation, I couldn't create another game. So let's go ahead and confirm. So far, we're going to stick with just one
Round.
Well, one person as the
That's what I remember.
as the bad guy, the imposter. One imposter. That's the word I'm looking for. And Barrage, a special thanks to you, dude. Like,
I'm a unicorn in a suit.
what you were able to share tonight. Like, I don't think anybody who sat in on this stream can say they didn't learn something, and you were a huge part of that, dude.
This is true.
Yeah, it looks like me and Munson are the only mods in right now, so I'm going to sit the games out and watch chat.
Well, Munson can keep an eye out, and I can keep an eye out too while I'm playing. But I'd like to try and get a few more players in.
Okay, yeah, I can jump in for a few.
Yeah, because so far we've got 4. I want at least 5 of us.
Yeah.
And as a reminder to the chat, feel free to pop in and join in. I do like your outfit. I think the suit with the unicorn.
You could put your Discord in front of the actual gameplay, and then just keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah.
Like that way you can still mod, but play.
Yeah, no, I've got I've got my mod tools up. So.
Oh no, I meant for him, for Rockman.
Rocky. Yeah. Color matching is great too. Like,
yeah,
I'll let Munson and Junior handle it from here on out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do have to say that the unicorn wearing a suit gets me.
Yeah.
And Barrage, your fez gives me a whole Doctor Who vibe right now.
Yeah, that's
Doctor
Who. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
Doctor outfit in the hat.
So you're pulling a 100% Matt Smith right now.
Yes.
I wore a suit to the Christmas mass. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was a blazer, but I wore a tie, so I feel like it was suit like.
Rock Guy is here. Did anybody else see that Rock Guy jumped out of his pants and then his pants caught up with him?
I did not see that. No.
I saw that and it cracked me up just now. We're just waiting on Fiery Bliss. He had to take a bio break real quick, and then he will be right back. He asked me to hold off on starting.
This is gonna be some tight games. Only 5 people.
I know it's gonna be rough.
It was great.
Yeah. What map are we playing on?
Just the ship. The I always forget the name of it. The original ship. Yeah, that one.
That's good because I know that one.
Yeah, well, it's the one everybody knows. It's not too big to where it makes it ridiculous. Okay, so Fiery Bliss is back. So let's go ahead and start it up. And Munson, what did you miss? Okay, everybody playing. Don't look at my stream for a minute.
Yeah.
Pause it.
And let's go ahead and mute. So Barrage looked like he was doing something. Yay, I primed the shields. Oh, I hate sliding the card. Oh, happened right off the bat. How about that? I haven't seen anything crazy yet. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. Okay, I see Rock Guy's doing stuff. There's Barrage. Why is he following me? I don't trust him. Okay, let's clean the vent. Oh! Somehow I knew that was gonna happen. Somebody'll go around me. Oh, look, I'm flapping my wings. Run, Junior. I know, right? I ran at the wrong time. I should have run earlier. Oh, I was almost done. So Barrage reported, 2 dead bodies. This'll be interesting.
What's happened?
So I found Gina by the top.
Welcome back.
Engine.
I saw pizza. Ooh, pizza?
Yeah,
I was
there
in
was
the
pizza.
cafeteria.
Mia was downstairs.
Okay, it's 1,000%.
You're out of PTO. Get back to work.
No.
I know, right? Isn't that how it
I
always
was
is?
struggling with the trash can because I didn't understand you had to hold it. I also didn't know where the garbage was because I only played this game 5 times.
Okay.
But alright.
Ooh.
Who vote for me? Who vote for me?
The end.
Because it ain't me, so.
The
there you
end. Oh, snap. Man, in this game, you get one wrong.
I won again.
Damn.
Yeah.
The second I saw those two votes on Sarah, I'm like, no. Why are you doing it? She's not the one who killed me.
I really was trying to leave the trash can.
It took so long for people.
Why is it always Fiery Bliss? I know, right?
It is always him, yeah.
We need more people in here. Hop in, play with us.
Almonds.
We need a few more.
I'm tired to be it.
We need more. More.
Yeah, we need at least one or two more to make it like interesting.
I know, right? Lumi, are you still here? You should hop in.
Too fast. The game ends too fast.
I know.
True.
Like the games we got going when we would play with Damon and Strange and Mood Goddess, those got crazy.
Oh yeah, when you've got like 10 people going.
Yeah, when there was Sally, there was Sin, there was when there was Orby was pretty crazy too. Oh my god, Orby talk a lot.
Orby talks himself. Orby talks himself into and out of trouble so much.
Yeah.
The back and forth between Orby and Elder Goosey gets me every time.
Oh, every darn time. I love what Munson said though. Well, you're dead, but you're out of PTO. Get back to work.
Sounds about right.
It's like
Hey, that's time and a half right there. Let's go.
I better get my overtime. All right, so we'll give it just a couple more minutes here to see if anybody else wants to join in. Feel free to join in, everybody. Here is my Discord. You'll see on the bottom there's the code, so you can always join in.
There's 15 people.
And I totally didn't put my Discord in there. I put the code in there because I'm some sort of newbie streamer.
Our situation has not improved.
It never improves, folks. I'm always going to be this way.
Nah.
Hey, it's not streaming if you don't have at least one issue per stream.
That is true. That is true.
We did for 10 minutes once. That was fun to realize.
Oh, yeah.
Someone was watching. I just
So-
muted. I was so bad. I was like,
Oh, and the applause come. Thank you. Thank you. No need for applause, folks. All right. So I'm going to call it here. Let's go ahead and hit start. We're going to play with 5 again. If anybody wants to join, feel free to hop in on the next game because we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go ahead and fix things. Nobody's sabotaged anything yet. Probably because we've only got 5 of us. So why would you? Uh-oh. Emergency meeting.
No bodies.
No bodies? What's going on, Fiery?
What's happening?
I've been trying to contact you all about your insurance.
About my vehicle warranty? Is that what you're saying?
Come on, Fiery.
Insurance is up.
I'm voting
Ship
Fiery
research.
Bliss off the ship. trying to sell me a warranty.
This is silly. I'm just skipping.
Why is the voting not over? We've all voted.
Oh, it's weird.
Oh my god.
Oh, who voted for me? Fiery Bliss? Is that you?
No, I voted skip.
I skipped. This is silly.
Can't believe somebody would vote for me on that one.
Voted for Fire because the first few rounds I watched, and then the last round he's been hit, so I just voted for him out of safety.
Probably a good idea. All right, they ruined our lights. Let's go ahead and fix those right quick. I can download data from electrical. Let's check this out. There we go. Let's download it. Uh-oh, we found a dead body.
All right. It was the unicorn. I saw them vent.
I was shooting with at the commenter center, I think. Trying to.
Yeah, I found the body in the storage room. I'm all right with unicorn.
I'm not.
If you saw them vent, I'm
Yeah, I saw
highly
them vent.
suspicious.
I saw them vent, and I'm engineer. They vented into where I was hiding.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
It didn't work. I was like, what happened?
Who do you saw vented?
The
Sarah.
Yeah. It was very unfortunate. She came right to me.
Yeah. I could have gotten away with it.
If it weren't for you meddling kids.
Yeah.
All right. Put that one in the books.
Rick Todd. But I'm a unicorn, so I can survive space.
Oh, that is true. Hey, we won! Yay! We finally won one.
Oh, sorry. I was hoping we were more people and do my joke about the insurance, but
I was ready to kill you for that one.
that's what I thought. But the thing is that I knew that we were gonna have a game like that, and Thursday I talked to my people at work. Say, hey, Friday there's Among Us. I'm gonna push the button the first game, and I'm gonna do that joke. Everyone at work say they all gonna kill you.
And they knew it. They knew it. And again, to the folks on the in the chat, feel free to join in. Hang out with us. We're having a good time here.
Oh, a new hat.
Rock Guy got a new hat. That's adorable.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like he's sucking your brain, Rock Guy.
oh no, brain sucker.
All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and start.
I'm doing those little there. I was like, I can do those small steps. Oh, he's doing that.
All right, folks. I'm gonna mute. I think it is one of those Futurama brain slugs. That's the only thing that would make sense to me, Munson. All right, looks like it's not Fiery Bliss. My God. Okay, I didn't die, so it's not the unicorn. It's not Fiery Bliss. Or at least I'm pretty sure. And take a break. I'll have to come back. Let's go to admin real quick, because that's where the next two things are. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no! Oh, sneaky, sneaky. I can't believe you did that, Sarah.
I can't believe that you walked past my dead body and didn't call a meeting. That was crazy.
I didn't see it. Where was your dead body? I was so hyper focused. Where was your body?
You walked right by it.
I was like, this man didn't see his body.
I was like, what? What? Come on.
Me, it was I got killed by a rock guy, but I think it's Sarah was able to change into rock guy.
Oh.
What is the cooldown for killing?
Shift.
Oh, 15 seconds? No, you got to turn that up.
Yeah, for what we've got going
It
on.
needs to be like maybe 25 or 30 seconds.
Yeah, hold on. Kill cooldown. Let's make that
Everybody
30.
gets one, Sarah.
So
Everybody
30
gets
seconds? You guys
Yeah,
good with
that's
that?
fair.
Okay.
That's better. That was a little fast.
Yeah, yeah.
A little easy.
Munson says dead body. Too bad. I need to work.
Job to do.
I got work to do. I don't have time for dead bodies. I'm sorry.
That's fair. You're
I
punching
know
in
you
that
died, but you're
overtime.
still coming in for your shift, right?
We're gonna need you on Saturday. Destroying the asteroids, because that's what we do. Yay! Anything in here? Nope. Got that fixed up. Nothing in communications. Let's go up here. Let's swipe our card. Because apparently it's important to swipe your card.
Oh fuck, I forgot.
I found them in electrical.
Me, I was at the navigation.
I was just an admin downloading the data.
It's downloading data.
Where at?
In the top right. I don't know what it's called.
Okay, so she was in weapons.
Yeah. That's what's called.
I really
like
don't
the
know right now.
Rocks.
Me, I was in navigation. You, Junior, where you were? Oh yeah, at the body, maybe? Huh?
I was shooting rock. I was downloading data.
Well,
with
I
rocks.
left where rock guy was, went down to electrical, and that's where I found the body. I'm skipping the vote this time.
Yeah.
All right, come on, chat. You got to join in. Let's unlock the manifold. What the hell? Ah, I should have known. I had a feeling, but I didn't know. Damn it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fix the wiring. I'm going to do my job anyways. I know I'm dead, But I'm still gonna do stuff and stuff. They still haven't found my body. Those bastages. Oh. So I can't clean the O2 filter because it sucks me out into space. Damn it. When are they going to find my body? Anybody? Really? Hey, up here. Up here, look. Look, Sarah. It's right here. Right here. Sarah, no. I was yelling to you, Sarah. No.
If I had failed the first time, I would have got away.
I was like, Sarah, I'm up here. Look at my dead body. My legs.
With only 5 players, I think we should turn off Shapeshifter, Engineer, Guardian Angel, and Scientist.
You know
I
what?
didn't use any of that.
I agree with that.
I didn't use any of the shapeshifter and everything.
I don't even know what Guardian Angel does.
Maybe we should leave the Guardian Angel at 50% chance.
Okay.
For one person.
Alrighty. I didn't even know that there was a Guardian Angel. So they can bring people back?
No, the dead person can put a temporary shield over someone.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's sneaky. I like it.
Yeah, the cooldown, I think, is like 45 seconds.
Wow.
So then we'd probably need to increase the kill cooldown, maybe.
To 45?
No, to 35. Just so that, like, the person's able to run away, maybe.
Okay, because we got 30. Let's go 35 seconds. And we're going to do a short distance on the kill instead of medium.
Yeah. You have to really get right up on them.
All right. There we go. You guys ready?
That's not good.
Oh, I could have killed from far.
Hey. That's enough out of you, Fiery Bliss, Mr. I'm killer 90% of the time.
You are on auto sus right now.
All right, let's mute up. Always the crewmate, never the bride. All right, we got that finished. Communication data download. Ah, I should have known. Damn it. Nobody's going to come down here. Nobody ever comes to communications. This was terrible. It was an awful idea. They're never going to find my body. Man, we're finishing these quick now. Now that I'm a ghost and I don't have to worry about it. Hold on. Ooh, Barrage calling the emergency meeting.
I was in the...
Let's see where this goes.
So that's kind of what I was going to talk about. So reactor was called, and I know that I ran past Fiery, and then me and Sarah
Sneaky
did
bastard.
reactor, and I didn't see Fiery Bliss come over to reactor with us. Sarah,
Oh, I
you?
sure did.
I don't think so.
I went down to lower engine, but I was going up. I went.
I can't believe Doctor Who killed me.
Thing, and I was just entering into the reactor.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's not enough. There's not enough time to talk.
Really, Fiery
isn't.
Bliss?
There's not enough time on the.
They don't even
Longer?
know. They don't even know.
Voted me.
Camp.
Can we make the voting
I
time
bet
longer?
Rock
Is
Guy
that a thing we
voted
do?
him.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until next game.
Yeah, we'll have to adjust it.
Oh no, I need to do that one again? I'm already dead. I don't care if there's no oxygen. What are my tasks? Start the reactor. I love playing Simon. Yay. And now clean the O2 filter. Is that going to send me out into space again? I bet it will. So out of character without at least 7 warnings. Oh, that's so dumb. I can't clean the O2 filter. Ah, he did it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, kill that guy. I can't believe the doctor killed me.
Doctor.
So it was Barrage, right?
Was.
Yeah, it was.
It was Barrage, yeah.
Doctor.
There wasn't enough time for me to like sow my seeds to get you fucking voted off. So I was like, alright.
Sow your seeds. So did you impregnate my ghost?
To be.
Did what?
Were you trying to impregnate my ghost?
No, sow my seeds into the group to
Oh,
convince
okay.
them that Fiery Bliss needed to be voted off. That way I get a free kill basically. So it's like a 2-for-1. Like I killed you and then I got him voted off. And then there would just be the 3 of us, and then I just need to kill one person.
I need to know who voted for Fiery Bliss on the first one. Was it Rock Guy? Just assuming.
It's me.
No.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, okay. All right.
But he is on auto sus still.
Oh, definitely. 9 times out of 10. Here we go, folks. Look out.
Did we increase the time for the meeting? No.
No, 15
Oh,
seconds.
we should have done that. I'm sorry, guys.
I found it in the navigation. I didn't see anybody going there because I was going from down. So I think the person went up.
So they went up?
My card. I was going to entrance.
Direction, weapon, and cafeteria.
I
Because I
am
didn't see-
in electric right now.
Okay, I was in the med bay.
Mm.
Medbay is kind of in the direction to there.
Who's else you mentioned? I don't know. I'm skipping.
I don't know
what's
about that.
happening. I don't know. I don't know.
You guys, seriously?
We might have lost. I'm sorry.
That's good.
So harsh. And he got me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
he
just
killed
like, Med Bay? But wait.
The things did sound weird, but I don't know.
I was the guardian angel. And I was trying to find him just so I knew who to protect, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I was sneaking all over the place trying to make sure nobody saw me anywhere near that area.
What do you use beans for?
I was like, okay, this one is there.
I'm
Or
looking them up.
I knew I
Beans,
saw.
you can buy cosmetics with them.
Oh, fun.
That's how you get fun new things.
I like the unicorn. It's fun.
Beans.
Big.
How do you spin your beans?
To spend your beans, go where Barrage is standing
Huh?
Okay.
and press spacebar.
Okay.
And then when you go through things, you can see. Oh, maybe you can't buy him here. Do you have to get
Like
him?
from the main menu.
You have to do it in the main menu. You
yeah.
can't do it in the middle of stuff.
The mouse. Why?
Well, that's dumb. So, how long do we want to go on the discussion time or voting time? Either or.
Oh, so voting time can be 30 seconds. Discussion time needs to be like 45 seconds.
All right.
Or
discussion.
Yeah. Let us talk before casting a vote. Maybe
That works for
we
me.
Could make
Hey,
voting
porcelain doll
15
face, how are you?
seconds, and then discussion be a well.
30.
I think it's good as it is right now.
I'm so happy
it
to
is
see you here. Thanks for joining in. You missed the big part of the conversation. All right, folks. So let's go ahead and hit start. And for those in chat, if you want to be in on the next game, go ahead and hop on the Discord. And then join the chat, and you'll see the invite code on general or on my screen.
That's cool.
All right, that's one done. So it's probably not Rock Guy. Or maybe it is. Gotta get out of here.
I saved it.
All right, 100% Fiery Bliss.
Okay.
Saw him run by.
What? Me? I got.
So I was with Sarah because I was suspecting Rock Guy. And then I saw Fiery Bliss running by as I saw the body of Rock Guy. And there's no way that two people could have gone by in that amount of time. So it's got to be Fiery Bliss.
And he would have reported it. Or this is a self-report.
God, yeah, it's still good.
No. The fact that Fiery Bliss jumped on that self-report joke, that's all I needed.
And Sarah and I were right by each other. There you go. We won one.
Are you sure? Or not? Who knows?
There's only one other person it could be, so I'm just gonna call an emergency meeting right away. There we go.
Milkshakes.
Got it.
Sherlock, there's a Sherlock.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Let's see. How do I get to look up? Oh my goodness.
What were we saying, Sarah?
No, I've just got a lot of achievements. Almost all the achievements. This is like one night. That's amazing. Anyway.
So anybody in the chat, if you want to join in, feel free to join in. You'll see my code on the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and hop in, join in, have a good time.
When I'm with you. But now that I think about it, I can't really feel my face anytime unless I consider it.
Oh snap!
You should not be able to feel your organs. That's a rule.
That's a heavy song.
I can't feel the tip of my tongue until I do something about it.
Yeah, that's true. You should never feel your organs or muscles.
And Porcelain, we are wonderful. We had a great discussion earlier. Having such a good time tonight.
Because I eat spicy food.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you've got a headache. That sucks.
Doop, 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 doop.
All right, let's go ahead and start it up.
Like your outfit. All skiing. But
I like your cut, G.
Skiing outfit.
All right, let's finish our tasks. Ah, again? Really? That son of a bitch. Twice in a row. Why doesn't anybody else ever get to, There we go. Nobody else ever gets to be the bad guy.
All right, I can solve this mystery right now. So, Sarah, where are you right now?
Just swipe my card.
But Fiery Biss was swiping his card.
I was about to. I was doing it. I was almost entering the room.
What the fuck?
Okay, so the body was in med bay. I checked on the little scanner that shows like where people are. I saw 2 people were in med bay, and then 1 person stayed in med bay, and the other person was moving towards the engines. So then I left Fiery Bliss. I can hard clear Fiery Bliss. There's no way that he can be in 2 places at
But
once.
he killed me.
So it's either Rock Guy or Sarah. Fiery
Sneaky,
Bliss, did you see
sneaky.
Sarah coming to scan her card?
No.
I was in admin taking 5 minutes to scan my card.
Oh, Barrage is sadly
What
mistaken.
do you mean, Rockman?
I was in admin doing the thing, and it was taking a few minutes to scan.
Doesn't want life to get in the way.
Stop me. Yeah, no, that one.
I'm confused.
I didn't know there was a certain order you had to do the tasks because I was just walking around.
Jesus.
I don't know what, I was trying to go to Shields. That's what's happening.
Ah. Sad day, sad day.
Oh no. No, he's not. He's...
Oh. Like,
Oh, wait, what?
Okay. So.
Barrage
Fiery.
is... He's
Yeah?
so disappointing.
We have to vote Sarah.
No.
Really?
That's a bad
I
idea.
think so too. Because
Well, and then something really sus happened in the cafeteria. I was doing some download shit, and then Juno was like in the area, but Sarah was like sprinting at me, and then Juno like came over, and then Sarah fucking like changed course. So
He's so
I'm just
far
like,
off.
Am I the second imposter
I
right
love
now,
it.
or am I losing my shit? I don't know.
You're losing your noodle or losing it.
I'm cool
And
with
we
voting Sarah,
lost.
and if I lose, so be it.
We done lost.
My dude.
All right.
But I'm a unicorn, so I survived anyway. It's fine.
Mm.
That's my rule. Unicorns can breathe in space.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
I'm an idiot.
You 100% cleared
See that?
the imposter. You're like, oh,
man,
it, the imposter can't
So
be
then-
him.
you missed
You were 100% second imposter.
I was.
I like that you thought that you
giant-
might be.
Yeah.
helping me.
I was like, am I an idiot right now? Like, but then because then Rock Guy was like, no, I was doing the thing. I was like, no, it wasn't you.
Shoot, that is, I hadn't entered admin yet, so I was like right about, so I didn't see anyone in there. So I think that's the issue.
When you
Yeah.
said,
I'm
when
not
you said
about that there.
somebody came
we need
out
some
of
more
the med
people.
bay,
Yeah, we do. Come on, people. Get in
when
on
you
this.
said- When you said that somebody get out of the med bay and Fire Bliss was swiping his card, I was like, okay, I gotta stay with that. Stay with that.
I'm tempted to make it an open game just to get more people.
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, we'll make it
Go for it.
public. I always kind of shy away from that because then we can't really talk on chat.
Yeah.
Like you have to use
Double
the
strap.
type chat, but I think if it gets us a few more people, it'll be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Fiery Bliss, where are you, man? We need
Here
a
is-
guaranteed imposter.
You guys gonna start voting for me at the start of the game.
I know. I feel like we just need to call a meeting and get rid of him right off the bat.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
but voting me off at the start gonna cost you $4.
Hey, last time it was $4.20, sir.
Okay, then that.
All right. So so far nobody else has joined. I'll give it like another minute. We'll see if somebody else joins.
It's a winner.
A minute to win it.
A minute to win it.
Boom. The weird thing is there were more random people popping in before. And they're like, "Oh, I'm from Turkey." Okay, za 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 za.
Za 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 za.
I'm feeling good about this person.
Hey, look, come on. I'm gonna put outfit.
I can't feel my face. Okay, so now we're gonna need to change some of the settings now that we might have 15 people playing.
Well, right now we have 6. Okay, 7. I'm gonna make it.
They're gonna pour in.
Okay, let's go ahead and make it back down to like 15-second discussion. Or
They're gonna be typing.
oh yeah, let's keep it 45. And
45.
we'll do kill distance medium.
No, still short.
What kill cooldown though?
30. Yeah. That's
30?
fine.
Okay.
That's fine. 30's reasonable.
All right, I think that's good. So you ready?
Are we gonna let people pile in?
Well, I mean, with 7, I think that these settings will be good.
See.
If we had 15, we'd need 2 imposters. So, you guys good with this?
I think so.
I don't care about the other people. They're not. Oh,
Oh,
we have 8, 9.
People's.
Okay.
Oh, 8 again. Hi, Sassy.
8. So with 8,
So
do
I
we
have to
need a
warn
second?
you, with randoms, we want as many as we can because they will fucking leave the game if they don't get imposter.
Okay, should we get 2 imposters? With this many?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think 9 is good, right?
Yeah. So he doesn't leave. Just go.
Just so we don't lose anybody else. Let's make it happen. Zaza she's dedicated.
She was.
Zaza Zaza Zaza. All right, seems like Rock Guy to me.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. Well, that makes it easier. So sus. I can't believe I killed right in front of the person. Oh, that was great.
You know you're not muted, right?
Oh, shit. Ignore everything I just said. How did we still win it? Did Fiery just go on a killing spree?
I guess.
Fiery Bliss, did you go on a killing spree?
I killed one more. I killed two right now. Where's Seven? Some people
I couldn't believe you said that shit. I was like, oh.
I thought I was muted. Shit.
Like that was easy.
Silly.
That's about as sus as you can get. Oh, dude, I can't believe they didn't catch me killing that guy. Oh, not me. I'm not the killer.
You should totally go back and clip that. That was amazing.
Oh, I'm totally going to go back and clip it. It's going to happen. We'll give it like another 30 seconds, see if we can't get another. Timestamp on that is somewhere just before 2 minutes 50 seconds. Gotta remember that.
I kind of you know when I did the video of you guys killing me
fart.
for the bike?
Taco Bell.
I posted in the
Taco Bell is not spicy.
I don't know. It's not. It is.
Weird stuff.
Oh, did you put it in Connell Reacts?
Yeah.
Okay, I think 13 with 2 is 13 with 2 killers is good.
14.
15. Okay, do I need to change anything?
Do my humans.
Should we do 3 imposters?
Should we?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody that.
I need a left.
Funny.
Okay.
He said impair their vision a little bit.
Perhaps.
Okay, we'll do same vision for both. There we go. So we've got 14. I think there's 15. Let's go ahead and start it.
15, go.
Imposter vision is not the same as play. Wait.
Oops.
Yeah, okay, it is. It is.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
I was looking
okay.
at Steve.
Okay, let's remember to mute this time. I think that's key.
Yeah.
Is important.
Thank you, Muffins, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Oh, everybody's in the same place? I'm going with Spicy Fart. I trust him for some reason. Ham's just chilling. Uh-oh.
It's in reactor when engine.
So your mom didn't do it. In electrical, nobody around.
I was in weapons. But I saw a lot of people pass by while I was destroying asteroids, so I don't know.
Like with everything with like.
I was going from admin to shields, so I
I went from admin to It's all caps.
Like
don't do
everybody
that.
was an admin for a minute there.
Yeah. That's the shoe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I just don't even know at this point. There's so many of us.
That's too many humans.
I almost want to say your mom would be it because Barrage said that it wasn't your
No,
mom.
I saw them doing weapons.
The
and
last
visual
time you
tests
cleared
on-
somebody, it was Fiery Bliss. I'd just like to remind you.
Totally fair.
Oh, dead body. Not spicy fart.
Who killed Pies before?
Oh,
An electrical.
I was in navigation. Download and
Yeah, I was
such.
in reactor with Junior.
At least one navigation. Navigation. Oh. I rock guy I don't think did it. Cause I saw him. Saw you.
I was there in that.
Fine. Yeah. You're good. I can confirm he did. Zaza I also saw.
Barrage, who did you vote for? Barrage, who did you vote for?
I'm just gonna vote on the person who said there. I don't know. Like they RS what? Hello? Don't do anything else.
A lot of people are voting for somebody.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, everybody's voting bait.
Said it. I mean, they're bait. I don't. Maybe.
I don't know. I just don't know.
But it's reality. Wait, soon.
Oh, I can't believe it. I talk good about him too. That's horse shit. I had just mentioned that he was with me. Oof.
Oh my god, somebody killed Junior.
Oh no.
Oh,
Who was the other one?
come on, you're not gonna catch that? Oh my god, somebody killed Junior. You son of a bitch. Not the spicy fart. I know, right, Porcelain?
I don't think it's Ocean because I just saw them.
Me, where I was, I forgot.
Such loyalty.
Also, don't think rock guys.
Oh
are
no.
I'm gonna say this is random.
Oh, spicy fart, you dick.
Yeah, I was at this.
I think it's one of the randoms.
Yeah, same.
Gray killed me. That's a bunch of shit.
I'm gonna vote this person because they have the same name as my brother. I'm petty.
Well, these guys are annoying, calling out who killed them. It's not
I
how
haven't
you're
seen them
supposed
at
to do
all
it.
this whole time, so
It was Gray.
that's
Gray,
fine, so.
Gray. Kill Josh. Kill Josh. Oh, going for ham right off the bat. Bye, ham. Nobody?
Who speaked up?
Oof.
No one of the time.
Let's unlock the manifolds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I swear I can count. Let's download that data from communications. Da-da-da. Ugh.
Fiery.
He's the one who killed me. Like, this.
No.
My favorite was he's like, oh no, somebody killed Junior. Oh no.
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's too many. I feel like I forgot there were 3. That's my issue. That was a real 3.
I know 3 makes it hard.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, Rock Guy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Connell because I think he's doing Connell Reacts.
Yeah, he is doing that tonight.
I'm gonna head out too. It's about 10 and my head hurting. So.
All right. Maybe we should call it then.
Yeah.
We've had a good stream. It was a good night. Thanks.
Oh my god, I've been muted. Yeah, I'm gonna get going too.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this game then. And have a good one, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I think I'm going to check out Connell too, but I can't really rate him because he's on, what's it called? YouTube's is.
I would see that on Twitch.
So let's go ahead and check out Zandoofus playing The Evil Within.
Do it. Let's go. How do I leave a chat again?
So thanks everybody, and I appreciate you being here, and I hope we can all hang out again sometime soon.
Thank you, Junior.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being part of the conversation. It's been awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah, I was able to sub you too.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. Bye, everybody.